What's happening, sports fans? How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good Monday to you, and we're talking NFL playoffs. Wild card weekend kicks off in a few days. Let's go through the seedings and the where and when. All 14 teams, well, all 12. The two number one seeds got a bye. We're going to take you through where they're going to be playing at and what time. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's start with the AFC conference first. Number 7 seeded Pittsburgh Steelers at 10-7 will visit the number 2 seed Buffalo Bills, who are 11-6. That game will take place on Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS. Now, number 6 seeded Miami Dolphins, who finished the season at 11-6, will visit the number 3 seed Kansas City Chiefs, also 11-6. That game is Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Peacock Channel. The number 5 seeded Cleveland Browns, who finished at 11-6, will visit the number 4 seed Houston Texans, who finished at 10-7. That game takes place on Saturday, 4:30 p.m. on NBC. Now let's move to the NFC conference. We got the number 7 seeded Green Bay Packers at 9-8 at the number 2 seed Cowboys, 12-5. That game is Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox. Then we got the number 6 seed Los Angeles Rams at 10-7 at the number 3 seed Detroit Lions, who finished at 12-5. That game is Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on NBC. Then we got the number 5 Philadelphia Eagles, who finished at 11-6 at the number 4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who finished at 9-8. That is Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ESPN, ABC, ESPN Plus. So those are your wild card weekend matchups. Got some intriguing matchups. Let's look at the AFC first. We got the Steelers at the Bills. Steelers basically snuck in this thing. They beat the Ravens, which they needed to do, and they needed a little help, which they got. They're going to the Bills. So that's going to be who's going to be the starting quarterback for the Steelers? Will it be Kenny Pickett, or will they stick with Mason Rudolph? And will they have their all-pro, all-Mr. Everything TJ Watt, the linebacker? He has a sprained left MCL. Will he be ready to play on Sunday? So we'll see. Now the Buffalo Bills, on the flip side, they kind of finding their groove now. They hit a little bump in the road, but they look like they playing some good ball right now. Josh Allen is doing his thing with Von Miller. Will he step his game up? And Stephon Diggs. We'll see what happens there. So that is that number 7 seed and number 2 seed matchup, Steelers and Bills. Now the Dolphins at the Chiefs. Dolphins end up not winning the AFC East. They lost to the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night, and so now they have to go visit Kansas City. It's Tyreek Hill will be back in his old stomping ground. They actually played earlier in the regular season, but I believe that game was in Miami. So Tyreek Hill will be visiting his old stomping ground. The Chiefs, we'll see what that offense is going to look like. They've had some time off. The starters didn't play. Will they be all right? As far as the Dolphins, how will they be? Will Raheem Mostert, will he be 100% at the running back position? Will Jalen Waddle be 100%? They got a couple of guys nicked up. So again, that's going to be an interesting game. That's the Saturday night game. And also the Browns and Texans. When I saw this, I said, wow. It's funny how time puts things in perspective. A couple of years ago, the Texans traded Mr. Deshaun Watson to the Browns. And they pretty much have been in the dumps for those couple of years, but now their rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud has led this team they won the AFC South, and it's just funny how this matchup ends up. Well, it won't be Deshaun Watson because he's out for the season, but it'll be the young gun in C.J. Stroud versus the old gun in Joe Flacco with the Browns. So that's going to be a real good game. I definitely want to check that one out. So those are your AFC matchups. Now let's move to the NFC. Got the number 7 seed Packers going to the Cowboys. If you don't know, where's my cup? Let me find my cup. Well, I got my glass. I am a Packer. You can't see that. It's chroma keying, but I'm a Packer fan. So again, these two teams meet again in the playoffs. I mean, they have met quite a few times. Will Mr. Jordan Love come to AT&T Stadium? I call it Lombardi Field South, me personally, because the Packers have kind of had a pretty good showing every time they showed up at AT&T. So with Jordan Love, his first time in the playoffs, headed to AT&T Stadium. Cowboys looked really good on Sunday versus Washington offense. They look good. Well, they play well at home. So they got the seeding that they want. It's where on the road where the Cowboys had their problems. They were 3-5 this regular season, but they got the Packers at home. Cowboys, that rivalry, we'll see what happens. Mike McCarthy facing his old team in the playoffs at AT&T, so we'll see what happens with that one. Now, the Rams at the Lions, another one. I ain't gonna say a home, it's another homecoming. It is. Matthew Stafford, they're gonna be at Detroit. Jared Goff, who was the Rams quarterback, he was chosen by the Rams. Actually, it took them to a Super Bowl a few years back. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit of revenge factor for both these guys, so that's going to be a good one too. Got quite a few storylines there. The Rams at the Lions in the last game. On Monday night, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Eagles have limped into the playoffs. They hadn't played very well. Had some injuries. I believe Jalen Hurts has some sort of dislocated finger as well. So will he be 100%? Then A.J. Brown got hurt versus the Giants on Sunday. So what would happen with them? As far as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think they just happy to be there. Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, and all those guys. So don't be surprised if this one might end up being an upset. Eagles at the Bucks. Don't be surprised if the Bucks actually win that game. Again, the two number one seeds got the bye and home field advantage throughout AFC Baltimore Ravens and NFC San Francisco 49ers. Just two quick notes before I get out of here. As far as Black Monday coaches, as it was expected, the Commanders did fire Ron Rivera after 4 seasons. They finished 4-13 this season. He was 26-40-1 in his 4 seasons overall with the Commanders. And the Atlanta Falcons also fired their head coach Arthur Smith. They fired him last night after 3 seasons without a playoff appearance or winning record. Smith was 7-10 this season and 21-30 overall, and he had an issue with Dennis Allen about them scoring that touchdown when they were already up 41-17. So that is going to probably be one of the lasting pictures we see with Arthur Smith as head coach with the Falcons. So there you have it. NFL playoffs, wildcard weekend jumping off. I'd like to know who you got, who you choosing, and who you think might be upsetting somebody this upcoming weekend. Make sure you drop that in the comments, like the video, and subscribe to the channels. I am Kendrick the Sports Guy. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.